is ready to go in the oven for the cornbread dressing. This is the cornbread for the dressing. I just pulled it from the oven. I baked it on 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 minutes. And I used a cake tester to test it in the center to make sure that it was not moist, and it came out clean, so it is ready. I am going to let it set overnight. I'm gonna lightly cover it and leave it on my dining room table and let it just dry out some, because it's a good thing to make your cornbread 3 or 4 days ahead. I should have had mine made before now, but at least a couple of days ahead is okay. So once it dries out and everything, then I will put everything together. I've already chopped my onions, chopped a little bit of parsley. I'm gonna put about 4 teaspoons of parsley, fresh parsley in it. And yes, that's going to be it. I have my celery, I have my onions. I may put a little bit of pepper in it, not much, just a little bit for color. And then I'll put everything together. I'm using a whole bag. I think it's a 4-pound bag, maybe 2 to 4 pound bag of cornmeal and buttermilk cornbread mix by Martha White. So some of the things that I put in it are a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of heavy whipping cream, some buttermilk, and a little bit of salt, the cornmeal, and 1 cup of flour because I'm making a larger batch. And let's see what else I put in it. I think that's about it for the main ingredients. Oh, and I did put an egg because when I mix it up, I'm gonna put a couple more eggs in it, 2 or 3 more eggs, and mix it before I put the dressing, the actual dressing, in the oven. So yes, you want to make your bread, you want old bread. And I have 3 old biscuits left that's been in the fridge, and I'm going to crumble them and mix them with the cornbread when I get ready to put everything together. Once everything is put together, I will come back and show you. I may show you what I'm doing. Oh, and I did put butter in it. I put some real butter in it. So yes, that's it. And I oiled my pan with a little of vegetable oil. So yes, this is what we have. And when we come back, I will be showing you the end results, probably, unless I show you what I'm mixing before I put it in the oven to make the actual bread, which will be Thanksgiving morning. I will make the actual dressing. Okay, guys. The cornbread is crumbly and dried just the way I need it to be. I have some leftover biscuits that I'm going to break up and put in as well. But here it is. It's looking just like I need it to look. So we should have some good dressing here. And yes, this is the stock that I'm preparing for the dressing. And I didn't make homemade stock. I guess A little bit homemade, a little bit not. I have all of my seasonings here, but I am using a little bit of this. And the kitchen is smelling amazing, y'all. So I will show you each step along the way. The Italian chicken sausage to go in my dressing. I am going to wash them good and cut them open, take off the casing, and fry the sausage with all of the delicious seasonings for my dressing. I'll be right back. Here's the Italian chicken sausage, and I have onions and celery cooking with it. I added some sage to the sausage and some other spices. It is cooking up. I'm gonna mix it all together, and I will be putting it all with this stock and adding more liquid to the stock here. Getting ready to crumble up the dressing and start putting it together. Stay tuned. Sausage, celery, and onion mixture with spices. We want to be sure that the onion and the celery are really, really soft. We don't want to have it crunchy. We just want the flavor. Make sure it is good and sauteed, that it is soft. Here's the crumbled cornbread, and this is my stock boiling away. I've added 2 tablespoons of thyme. I've added 3 tablespoons of Poultry Magic seasoning by Chef Paul Prudhomme. And I'm ready to put this thing together. I'm going to beat up a couple of eggs, and once I pour this stock in the bread, then I will put the 2 beaten eggs in just to bind it. And depending on what amount you're making as to the eggs that you will put in it, I did put an egg in the cornbread before I made it. So I'll come back and show you what we have. Look at that good stock. Get it boiling with that sausage in it, that chicken stock from the chicken that I boiled with all of the seasonings, all of the spices, some sage, and my grandson just told me that food is smelling so good. I'm hungry. I want to eat some. So, yes, we're getting ready to put this together. We got up early this morning, and right now it is, let's see the time. It is a little bit after 8 a.m. and we're getting it together. So I'll come back and show you what's going on. Once we get it all baked, I'm gonna mix it all up and put it in the oven for 30 to 45 minutes on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Dressing is in the oven for 30 to 45 minutes. 2 pans down here and 1 up here waiting to go in the bottom. I'll bring you back. This is the pan, the 2 pans of dressing in the oven. Well, a pan and a half. And this is what is out of the oven, and this one as well. Now, let's take a little corner here out and let you see. And here it is, moist and good. And that's the purpose of the sour cream and the whipping cream, heavy whipping cream, so it won't be dried out. Here it is. Let's take a bite. Amen. Mmm. So delicious. Mmm. See down in there? All I need is the gravy and the cranberry sauce. Here it is. It's a wrap, y'all. Thank you for watching as I carried you through the process of what I was doing in my kitchen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I made this pan for one daughter, and I got another pan oven for another daughter, and a small pan, half of a pan for my house, along with this large pan of dressing. So you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you guys on the next one.